Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I told you guys that I was going to come back for a part 2 for a story time, my first story time actually, and that is why I am no longer going to be going to a nail salon or a nail technician. I did these nails all by myself with everything that I got from Amazon and Dollar Tree and all of that good stuff. So make sure you guys go and check that video out. I will have it linked down in the description bar. Back home, I didn't have a specific nail tech I went to. I did have a nail salon that I went to, and they still never did my nails how I wanted them to do them. My nails still looked a little raggedy, a little crunchy, a little dusty, you know what I'm saying? They did them good enough for me to be okay because I had tried so many different places and this was just the best of the worst. So when I moved, I'm like, oh, I'm in a bigger city, like I'm gonna find like the best nail tech, like it's gonna be on and popping. I'm here for like a few months and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to start back getting my nails done or whatever. I'm pretty settled. Pick this place that's like 5 minutes from my first job. So it was a pretty cool place. Like the people were nice, but the wait was ridiculous. You guys, like even if you made an appointment, you were still gonna wait like 15-20 minutes. It was insane. I got tired of paying $100 and I wasn't even getting gel. Like a standard full set acrylic, medium length, and regular pedicure, no gel whatsoever, everything's regular, was $100 and I was upset, y'all. Like I was like, this is ridiculous. I can definitely go somewhere and get a medium length full set acrylic and gel on my toes and my hands for like $100 or maybe a little bit more, and it lasts way longer. So I stopped going there, and plus they used to take forever. Like even when I would sit down to get my service done, they would still take forever, y'all. They were just working. Some of them worked really, really slow, and some of them worked like fast to the eye. But it's like, you working fast, but you're not getting nowhere. It's like, what are you doing? It was too much, and I think they just put too much emphasis on like their space. So like their space was really cute, and it was like they played like really lit music, and like everybody was like young, and how they dressed, and I mean their staff was like popping, and their like building is really, really cute. So I would give them that, but their nails, no. I stopped going there, and then I went to like, I think 2 random places. The nails were trash. They popped off in like a week or 2. I mean, just horrible, overpriced. And then I finally settled on the place where I found my homegirl. We're gonna call her, what can we call her? We're gonna call her Jay. Her name is Jay. So I finally settled on my homegirl Jay, who's not far from my house. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I ain't gotta drive. This is it. And then it was only how much? It was 55. It was 55 for medium length, and I would get coffin and I would get gel polish. So it was 55. So, and it was like 30 for my toe, 30 or 35 for my toes or whatever. And I'm like, oh, we good. I found my spot, found my girl. We good to go. So enter Corona. No, I lied. So I went to get my nails done like right before Corona got really, really bad, or before we all knew it. It was getting really, really bad, and I got my nails done. And so then Corona hit. So my nails were good for like a little bit, but she didn't do them. Another guy did them. We're gonna call him K, because I don't remember his name at all. No, whatsoever. Don't remember his name, but we're gonna call him K. So K did my nails, and they were so good, but K was only there for that day, and he was going back to whatever nail shop. I'm like, what nail shop do you work at? Like, I need to follow you. I need to brown too, you know. So he did my nails, and they were really, really cute. And they didn't pop off. Like the polish was so pretty, the shape was nice, and they were strong, so they were really good. So he handled me like my homegirl Jay, so I was good. So then I go back after the city opened up. I waited like 2-ish weeks, almost 3 weeks after, and then I went to my same place, and so of course everything's different. So Jay didn't come back. It was just the 2 managers. So I was really, really sad, but I had seen the lady manager do other people's nails, and she did pretty good. So I was a little confident. I'm like, okay, well, all I wanted was a simple medium, and I wanted square this time. So I was like, let me just do medium square, all white, gel polish. Can't mess it up, right? Y'all, the manager did my toes. My toes were so pretty. I got them yellow. They were perfect. The man manager did my nails. So he's taken off like the old set that Kay did. First of all, I was still getting my toes done while he was trying to do my nails, which kind of aggravates me a little bit. I get it. I get you rushing, but don't do that. It just looked bad. So that was like strike one for me. And then strike two was he was just like moving so fast, and like he like was fumbling, and like he was trying to bring everything over to like the pedicure chair, the massage chair, and I'm like, he just had so much going on and I couldn't relax, and it was too much. So then he starts to do the nail, and he goes to lay the acrylic down. Y'all, he laid that acrylic so thick. It was so thick and chunky and goopy. It was all over the place. It was like all in my cuticle. It was a hot mess, y'all. So I'm looking like, what is happening? But I'm like, okay, he know what he doing. He's gonna clean it up. He's gonna fix it up. It's gonna be fine. Like, listen, masterpieces always look a mess before they're done. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, well, he's gonna fix it, and I'm gonna be good when we leave. Y'all, he started to finish before he fixed them, and those nails were just so horrible. Like, they were mountainous nails. Like, it just had hills and chunks of like where you could see like the acrylic dried right here, but it didn't dry right here, so it had like dips and hips. And I'm like, baby, why are my nails roller coasters? Like, what's happening? They were a hot mess. And then he caught himself buffing them out. He made it worse. And I'm not even gonna do like students like this. I was gonna say, you would have thought like a first year student tried to do their first full set. I've seen students do better work. This was disgusting. Like, it was horrible. Some of them were like circular, some of them were square, some of them were chunky. My thumb, oh my God, my thumb, when I did it like this, it had like the Hunchback of Notre Dame on it. It was so bad, y'all. And he caught himself buffing it out. I was like, what are you doing? What? He goes to like wipe them off or whatever, and I go wash my hands, and I'm like, okay, maybe he's gonna like smooth them out or whatever when I go back. He starts to put the gel polish on, y'all. He laid that polish on so thick. Do you hear me? Like, the base was so thick. I don't even think it was like dry before he started to put the white on. Y'all, so he puts the base coat, the clear base coat on it, right? Then he starts to put the white nail polish on. The white nail polish was dry. So instead of him just getting a new bottle, just get a new bottle. I know y'all got tons of white nail polish in here. It's the color of the year. Get a new bottle. Just get a fresh bottle. This one is done. Y'all, he put that dry, crusty, dusty white nail polish on my nails, and it was just so gloopy and gunky. He gonna go and put it in the little nail polish spinner thing. It didn't help at all. If anything, it made it worse. It was horrible. So he continues to put it on, and he's telling me, mind you, I've sat here, I've made up my mind, right? I'm like, I'm never coming back here. This is disgusting. This is horrible. Like, I understand that it's been Corona. Like, you guys have really, you know, y'all have been under stress. I get it. And they were telling me about like everything they had to go through with like their landlord for their space, their rental space, and they was just like, it was really stressful. They were really happy to be back so they can start like making money, because they still had to pay, you know, their rent for their space. And I'm like, oh, you know, no problem. I'm happy to, you know, be a patron. You guys, they were always really nice. So I'm like, no problem, you know, you guys are always so nice or whatever. Y'all, he was like, I really hope you like your nails. And I'm like, they're fine. I'm sitting here. I'm not one of those people that like to cause confrontation. Like, if something is wrong for me, unless it's really, really bad, which those nails were really, really bad. But I was just so ready to go because I was so agitated, and I was like, I'm never coming back. So just count this as your last dollar from me, mind you. So I get up and I just see my nails, and I see the lady looking at my nails. Like, she looked like she just wanted to tell me to sit back down and tell him to take them off. Like, she was mad for me. I was so unhappy, and I got up and he was like, it's gonna be $65 for your nails and $35 for your feet. And I just wanted to tear that place up, y'all. I wanted to just throw everything up in there. I wanted to throw it all away. I paid him and I left, and I said I will never go back again. And ever since that moment, I've been on a journey to find a nail tech. So I find a nail tech. I'm excited. I make my appointment. Something happens. I have to cancel. So I canceled my appointment 2 weeks before. I sent in my deposit and everything. So I canceled my appointment. And so I messaged her and I'm like, hey, so sorry, had to cancel my appointment. Is there a way that I can get my deposit back, or what's the procedure for getting your deposit back? My appointment was like in 2 weeks, so do you need like a screenshot? I took a screenshot, whatever. Really, really nice. It took her like a week to respond to me. And she was like, what's your Cash App? No, she said, how much was it? She said, how much was it? I was like, it's $20. She was like, okay. Like a few more days to respond, like 3 or 4 days. And she was like, what's your Cash App? And I sent my Cash App. And it was a week. I'm like, okay. Like, I went back and like I read her little thing or whatever. I'm like, okay, it doesn't say no deposits return, or it doesn't say fee not refundable, deposit not refundable. I'm like, make sure I'm not tripping, because if it's not refundable, then I'll chuck it up, I'll eat that L and I'll move on. But I didn't see nothing like that. And I wanted to remain nice because her work was amazing. So I'm like, I really wanted to book with her in the future. I just couldn't make it on that particular day. I was gonna probably go back in like a month or so, but that time just ended up being really, really bad for me. So, but she's taking so long to like respond or whatever. I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, you're asking me my Cash App, you're asking me how much it is, but you're not sending me my money back. Like, what's good? And so D asked me, was like, have you got your money back from the nail tech? And I'm like, no. And she's like, oh, you know. And so D is turned, she's ready to like, she's like, oh no, we about to get your money back. So she like grabs my phone and she was just like, what is the status on my refund or whatever? At the end of the day, she sent the money back. She didn't respond, but she just like Cash Apped me the money back. And that just really pissed me off. I was so upset because I really wanted to her, because her work was like so good. But I'm like, this is just another sign for me to learn how to do my own nails. Like, I can't do this no more. I can't like book anymore the deposit. I can't find another nail salon or another nail lady. I'm not going anywhere else. I'm going to go to my Amazon account. I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree up the road, and I'm gonna go to the Sally's up the road too, and I'm just gonna get some stuff to do my own nails because this is just ridiculous. So here we are, months later, and I'm learning how to do my own nails, and I've never been more excited, and I'm super excited to show you guys how I do my nails. I'm very excited. I got a bunch of stuff. If you guys want to see all the stuff that I got from Amazon, Dollar Tree, and Sally's to do my nails, then make sure you guys check the video in the description box below. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any horror stories, any nail salon horror stories. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and stay here with your girl, become a part of the indie fam, and make sure that you guys are giving me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, because you know we accept both over here. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and TikTok. All the links will be down in below, and make sure that you guys are ringing the bell notification so that you are notified when I upload, which is 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, normally at 9 o'clock. Sometimes whenever your girl can get to it. So I thank you guys so much once again, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.